I'm here with Dr. Steve.
Yep.
We are wobbling and taking care of our spines just like we know you do every day at home with your whole family. So we have an exciting show for you today. We're talking about the Total Health Makeover. This is Total Health Makeover TV. We have a frequently asked questions section today because I reached out to about 100 people and I asked, what's keeping you stuck?
Right.
What's keeping you from making the health choices that you want? From losing those extra pounds to, whatever it is, what's keeping you stuck, what's that big obstacle, and we're going to help you solve those at the makeover, but also today. So Sarah's got the top three. Before we get into the top three, though, I do want to tell you, if you are thinking about the makeover, I want to tell you, this is for you. If you've been a patient for 10 years, this is for you. If you've been a patient for 10 days, this is for you, because this is where we see people's lives absolutely transform. So we have Sarah, who's going to be giving us the top three. So why don't you go ahead and fire away, and we'll give you our best answers there.
All right, so the first question is, how do I eat healthy when I travel?
How do I eat healthy when I travel?
That's tough for us too.
Yeah.
And I know we've done a lot of traveling in the last few weeks, and it's always easy to want to stop at the McDonald's or Burger King or places like that, which we never do, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what we always do when we travel is we prepare our own food.
Yeah.
We put a cooler in the back, and that just seems to be the easiest thing for us, is just to make our own, our own picnic.
And it doesn't have to be perfect. So it might not be perfect food. You might not be completely advanced plan, but at least you're not eating, like you said, you're not eating McDonald's or Carl's Jr. or something like that. So that's one, is prepare. Prepare to be hungry. So when I'm on a plane, which I am quite a bit, I'll take trail mix with me. I'll make my own trail mix with like almonds and Lily's chocolate chips, and you can put some dried fruit in there if you want to, coconut, whatever you want. And then I'll also have some type of bars, like you can have Kind bars. I use these Designs for Health bars that we're actually going to be selling in the office soon. So I don't want to go in hungry.
Exactly.
Right?
I know we did travel last week. I made my chocolate chip cookies. The
advanced plan chocolate chip
instead of
cookies.
having a bag of Skittles or something else that the kids want all the time, it's just make the sweet stuff, because I know we're going to want sweet stuff.
Yep.
Just make cookies. Whatever advanced plan recipe, paleo recipes.
Yeah.
We look at all those things.
Yeah,
Those work
paleo
out
muffins,
great.
those types
Yep.
of things. Yeah, which is awesome. Another tip for traveling, if you're eating in the airport, it's pretty easy to eat in the airport if you just think paleo. So you're thinking some type of protein and some veggies. So you want to avoid the bread. So you can get a sandwich at Starbucks that has bacon, egg, and cheese, and just throw the bread away. It's not perfect, but it's much better than eating the bread, which is going to cause inflammation and cause all kinds of blood sugar issues and everything else. The places that I go when I'm traveling, I typically will find the hotel. I'll MapQuest it, is that still a word? That's from like 1996.
Google
Maps this, and I will look at where they built the hotel, what's around there. So is there a Tokyo Joe's around there? Because it's easy to eat well at Tokyo Joe's. That's pretty simple. Is there a Chipotle? Because I know you can get a Chipotle salad, which is simple and easy. So I'm going to kind of plan out my meals that way. If I'm eating at the hotel for something like breakfast, I'll just get an omelet, and they usually they'll bring fruit on the side. If you're going out to eat at like a Chili's or a bar and grill or something like that, it's really easy. You just order the protein and then double veggies, no starch. So all of this is the stuff that we're going to be teaching at the makeover, but hopefully that'll at least get you started. Make your own stuff, bring it with you, prepare to be hungry, and then plan ahead of time. Know where you can go and not completely wreck your eating plan.
For sure.
Cool. What's number two?
All right, the next question is, how do I get my family on board?
How do you get your family on board? Well, I'll talk from the kids side. You might have a little bit because we have kids that are about the same age.
Sure.
Our kids, we want to train our kids to make good decisions. So I don't make my kids eat perfectly so that they're going to go rebel when they can finally go out. My daughter's 13. She's at Elish Gardens right now as we're speaking. She can eat whatever she wants there. I want her to make good decisions there. So I'm not going to, have a iron fist there when I'm always talking to her. But we teach her how to read food labels. Like she bought this Chipotle mayonnaise the other day because we had a good one that was from, it was made with olive oil and it was from Whole Foods. And
Right.
she bought one the other day from Target, and it had canola oil. So she's like, "You're not using the Chipotle mayonnaise?" And I'm like, "No, look, here's why."
Yeah.
So she knows how to read labels. She knows why canola oil is bad for you. She knows what partially hydrogenated oils are. And then, so that's how we get our kids on board. And the other thing is, you just got to be a parent. Like my wife, we had gotten off the rails over the summer, so there's some sweet stuff in the pantry that shouldn't have been there. My wife went and threw it all away, and it hasn't been back in there. So it's just parenting your kids, and just because they want it doesn't mean they get to have it. Set rules, and usually I think they make good decisions.
Yeah, and the same with our kids too, about the same age. And I try not to rule with the iron fist, but still give them options. Like every
Mhm.
dinner there's going to be a vegetable option.
Yep.
And you can either eat the vegetable or you can start your day with a Max Green smoothie.
Yeah.
Your choice.
Yeah.
So
That's exactly
sometimes
right.
they'll want it in their smoothies, and or sometimes they'll just eat it with the meal. But here's the thing though too with my daughters, I've realized that they start making better decisions.
Yeah.
Even when they're with grandma and grandpa and they want to get ice cream all the time, they'll tend to shy away from making some decisions that they would have made 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's kind of heartwarming, but at the same time, if I'm going to be a bad parent, not wanting my kid to get diabetes or cancer or heart disease,
Right.
I guess I'm going to be a bad parent by not letting them have all the bad stuff that they think they want.
Yeah, and ironically, you're not being a bad parent. You might be the bad guy to the kid, but then you know what? They get over it. So
we remind them that we're doing this because we love you, not because we're trying to be.
yeah, that's
be
exactly
parents.
right. And as
Yeah.
far as like the rest of your family on board, people always ask me, well, my husband doesn't support me, but this, and that's a reality of the situation for sure. I know a lot of people are probably nodding your head thinking, yeah, my husband doesn't support me in this. In that case, you have to stick to what you know is right for you and let everybody else do what they want. And when you do that and you lead by example, they'll go, huh, wow, you've lost 10 pounds and you seem to feel pretty good. Maybe I'll try the cauliflower mashed potatoes.
And here's the thing: if you're the wife and you're cooking the meals, cook the meals the way you want to cook
Yeah,
them.
that's right.
Either the husband's going to eat it,
Yeah, or he can
or he's
find
going
it
to go
somewhere
hungry,
else.
or he's
Yeah.
going to learn to cook himself.
Yeah.
So it's either a win-win
Yeah,
anyway.
that's exactly right. But you know, everybody worries about like getting everybody else on board. Find your big wife for you. Do it for you. And if you do it for you, then people will look at you and go, "Wow, I want that." You know, you can't sell what you don't have, right? So if you have that health and you have that vitality, people are going to want that. So,
Absolutely.
all right, number 3, and then we'll wrap it up.